Hey guys, welcome to Art. Today we are going to be making an optical illusion bookmark. This is a bookmark size paper and we're going to be making an optical illusion. That means that the paper is playing a trick on our eyes. These flat, wavy lines now look like tunnels or tubes because they look three-dimensional. The way they're shaded makes them look like they are round. I'm going to walk you through the steps real quick, and there's also some instruction sheets if you would like to look on to this as well. I'm going to start with Sharpie. You may start in pencil if you'd like, but these lines are pretty basic and you should be able to be successful with just drawing Sharpie. I'm going to start with two vertical lines. That means they're going to go up and down my paper and they're going to be wavy. Now, these two lines do not have to be parallel. That means the waves do not have to follow each other. It's okay that they're different wavy lines. I'm also going to draw a horizontal line, side to side, one wavy horizontal line across my paper. And now I can start making the curved lines for the tunnel or the tubes. On the top portion of my paper, above the horizontal line, my curved lines are going to curve up and they're going to make like a sad face. So side to side on my lines, all the way up my paper, I'm going to make curved lines that go up like a sad face. I'm going to do the same thing on the outer sides. Curved lines up like a sad face. Make sure you go edge to edge. When you're drawing these, think about your spacing. You do not want your lines to be really close together. I would not draw one here to make that space so small. If you make that space really small, it's hard to do the shading. Also think about how big. You don't want them large because then you've got too much space to do your coloring in. So you want to keep them pretty small so you can stay focused on your coloring in one area. Now for the bottom portion of my paper, the curved lines are going to be opposite. Instead of going up like a sad face, they're going to go down to make a happy face. So the same thing I did at the top, I'm doing at the bottom, but going the opposite direction and creating my tunnels. Now going this direction, make sure you go edge to edge, curve down, remember your spacing so you have room to color. Make sure you go all the way edge to edge. Okay, now I've done with the drawing part and I'm ready to do the coloring or the shading. The shading is what helps you define the shape and make it look like a cylinder or a tunnel. I like to turn my paper on the side because I draw in an up and down motion, so I can do my shading pretty easily with color pencil in an up and down mark. I'm going to start in the middle. That's just what's natural for me. And I'm going to shade darkly. So I'm pushing down really hard with my color pencil. There's a lot of pressure. I'm pushing down and it's creating a really dark color. As I move more towards the middle, I'm going to lighten up the pressure. That means I'm not pushing down as hard. And it's creating a lighter version of the color. Now, in the middle section, I'm going to color as light as I can. I still want the color there, but I want it super light so it looks like a highlight. I've got shadows and a highlight. And I'm actually going to alternate my colors this time. So I'm going to skip this one and move to the next one. Remember, I'm shading dark around the edges. That's where the shadow is, or where the cylinder is curving down away from the light. Then as I move towards the middle, I'm lightening my pressure, not pushing down as hard to create a medium color, if you will. And then lightly shade on the very top or the very middle to create that highlight. I'll do one more of this one. And I'm just following the natural lines of the waves that I made. So I'm just kind of curving around like the lines are doing for me, medium and very light. Go back over that. It's okay to go back and forth over it a few times to get the color that you're looking for. Okay, now I'm going to switch and I'm going to start doing the alternate color. When I do this, I want to keep in mind that I want to stay in the same darkness. So when I'm shading the darkest part, the edges, I'm going to try to keep in line with where this one started and where this one started so that they match. They're consistent with each other. The same on this side. I'm going to try to match from the start points just so it's consistent. Now the middle section, or the medium color, and then the lightest color. I'm going to do it one more time. Keep in mind you're matching the dark blues, or whatever color you're using. Medium. These shapes are thin, so there's less of the highlight. That's okay. And then the lightest part. I'm going to continue that throughout my bookmark until I'm finished. If you get finished with one today, you may begin another. You will definitely have time to finish one, and I'd like for you to be able to take them home with you. So I hope you have a great time, and I'll see you later.